PTSD knowing that he was playing for rivals a couple weeks ago?
I mean, for him mentally, maybe whenever we play against him, I know that's always tough, but
not for you though.
No, not for me. I mean, we'll take him and accept him as one of our own, and I'm sure he'll prove himself when he gets here.
Is there anything stand out about 4-6 defense when you see them on film? I know the personnel may not be exactly what it was during the season. Anything stand out about their defense?
Very tough as far as like the way that they challenge you. It seems like they play like a modern match defense. They're going to pressure you in different types of ways. Get down to the red zone, play you man. Third down, play you man. So in that way, challenging our wide receivers to get open in one-on-one matchups and situations. That's one thing that I've seen from their defense.
Carson, what was your process that led you back to playing another season of college football when you could have declared for the NFL and probably been drafted pretty high? What did that look like for you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that factored into my decision was just the chemistry and the connection in our locker room and just a standard that we've set at Georgia, and having the opportunity to do that again for another year. Like, obviously this season has been super fun for me, and I've enjoyed, every step of the way, every single game, getting to play, go out there, do what I love. So, to be able to make that decision to come back and do it again was at the right decision.
Your teammates yesterday were talking about you seem to have taken it to another level in bowl practices. Do you think that had anything to do with kind of like getting your decision out there and behind you? And I guess, do you agree with that assessment? I mean, do you feel loose and focused and accurate?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
I definitely think it was something that was like heavy on my mind, like the day after the game. But now that it's in the past, people aren't really talking about it. It's not something that I have to think about. I can just lock in and focus on this game, our plan, and going out there and just trying to execute at the highest level.
Right.
How do you view your season? Obviously, for a first-year starter, it's hard to find too much fault with the numbers you put up and the production. But I'm sure you are a tough critic. And where do you see your game for next season? Where do you want to take it?
Yeah, I felt like this season was okay. I did some good things, I did some bad things, but you're right, I am super high on myself. I set really high expectations, but definitely could have done a whole lot better. There were so many opportunities left out on the field, so many decisions where it's like I go back and watch on film, I'm like, I've done that 1,000 times, and like, how could I possibly mess that up, So just really coming back and being super tough on myself as we go into next year. Obviously finish out this year strong, but going into next year being super critical of myself and really honing in on the areas that I need to improve on.
Carson, I think y'all were second in the country in third down conversion rate. As a quarterback, what was the key to y'all's success this year?
The biggest thing is the preparation part for me. Obviously third down is the toughest down, especially when you're getting into third and 8, 9, 10, plus. It's really favorable for the defense, and there's obviously, they set up different packages, they put in different players to blitz the crap out of you, run crazy coverages, try to trick you, but the preparation that we put in, and we put a lot of emphasis actually on Wednesdays, like third downs, and now we'll do them on Thursdays too, so today's practice we'll do a lot of third downs, but getting like almost every single look that we think that could come. Obviously, defenses put in different packages for different offenses, the same that we do for different defenses, but the preparation, then obviously the guys that we have and the knowledge that they have to be able to run certain routes against certain coverages, that's a huge part. But we do have one more game to try to be first in the country. So
Kirby mentioned all year how he kind of felt like you were the same guy from week 1 to week 12. We could ask him about areas of improvement, and he said you seemed like the same guy. Did you feel like you improved at all this year, and was there ever a moment that it kind of clicked as a first year starter?
I think as far as like the skills and that stuff, like it was always there. But I feel like if you watch the film, like it doesn't look like the same person throughout the year. Like you can tell like the confidence, kind of just the aura like that I started to build over each game. Because week 1 Carson and week 11 Carson were not the same quarterback at all.
Just the feel in the pocket, Carson. You got to see him move around and scramble a little bit. Looked like towards the end of the year, you looked a lot more confident, moving a lot faster. Can you talk about getting back to playing football, full contact again for the first time in a while?
Yeah, I think that was a huge thing as far as like playing the game again. week 1, 2, like I'm like, okay, when do I take off? When do I not? When do I take a sack? When do I throw the ball away? Because like in practice, I'm not getting hit, so like half the time I'm just sitting in the pocket trying to work on progressions, reads. I might slide over to the left or right every now and then, but as you continue to play week to week and start feeling the pressure, know okay, there's the gap, like I'm gonna take off. It's just a feel thing at that point.
You talk about